Hi everyone, today we're going to be repotting my Monstera Thai Constellation. She's looking real good, popping out these leaves. We got a new one coming out right there. It's been in here for about a year. We got him at the last PlantCon, and PlantCon is coming up at the end of next month, so hitting that year mark, and I think it's time to repot. Got our repotting mat. Let's go ahead and dump off all the crusties off the top. Make sure you hold your plant so you're not throwing it out. Still no roots, so we need to go a little deeper. Whenever it's not coming out, I like to squeeze it a little bit to loosen up the dirt. Make sure you're holding your plant. Now, we got down to the node, but still no roots. I don't want to go ahead and pull it, because if you pull, you might rip some roots from the bottom, and monsteras are very sensitive, especially the variegated versions, so we're going to take extra precautions on taking care of the repot. Okay, so we're getting to the bottom. I can finally see a few roots in there. When it gets to the bottom, you really need to break it up, or it's just going to fall out in a big clump. So you need to break it up, or your whole plant is going to fly out with the bottom. Now try not to stab anything in there, because you could damage some of the roots, and like I said, she's very, very sensitive, and we don't want to damage any roots as possible. Now, I don't need to give it any support yet because it's not really out of the dirt, but once I start to get some nodes out up here, I'll be able to add some support. Now, since you see how the roots grew around the bottom like that, they do like to have their roots at the bottom so they can drink more of the water. So we're not going to add too much dirt on the bottom, but we do need to add a little layer so it's able to grow. Slip that in. We're not going to break apart any of the roots too much, because like I said, she's very sensitive. Any damage that would be caused by breaking up the root ball would really hurt the leaves. It's nice and perfect in there, perfect size. Now when repotting, you don't want to have the plant too far close to the side, or the roots against the side won't have as much room to grow as the rest of it. Whenever you're adding the fresh dirt, make sure you add an extra layer on top, so whenever you water it, the dirt doesn't go down too far and uncover your roots. Alright, all done. She looks super happy. I need to water it so the dirt isn't flying out everywhere, but definitely a perfect size.